2014 Toyota RAV4 front brakes tutorial. Got the RAV4, got the LE front wheel drive with the 2.5 liter. This is 2014. So first you want to take your wheel off. The hubcap comes off, and then it's a 21 millimeter lug nut underneath. And then how to get the hubcap off is you just kind of get like a pry bar or like a long flathead and just kind of get in here and kind of pry this off in multiple spots, and then it'll pop off. And then you get your wheel off, have the vehicle jacked up safely, of course. And we're going to come over here. And let's go ahead and get our caliper bolt off right here. It's a 14 millimeter. And when you get this off, the nut on the other side might spin. If it does, what you want to do is just hold it with some pliers or like another wrench, and then you'll loosen this and it'll come loose. So got that off. Now usually you'd be able to just lift your caliper up here and then slide the top pin backwards and out, but the way this brake line is on this vehicle, it's just too tight and I wouldn't recommend it. So we're just going to take both caliper bolts off just so we're not putting stress on that brake line. So I put my bottom bolt in just like a couple threads, maybe like 5 threads, and then I'm going to loosen the top caliper bolt as well and get this loose. Alright, got that out, and then I'll just come over here and unhand the bottom one. Put those to the side. We're going to need them again, and then we can just slide this caliper off right here like that. Now, you could kind of just hang it on the top with a strut over here. Some people do that, but then there's a chance it could fall because it's really wobbly, and I don't want it to fall and smash your fingers or your face. So I'm going to go ahead and secure it with like a strap. Anything you got like a wire hanger in your house you could use. Just make sure that brake line is supported. And then we're going to come over here. These are Toyota OEM brake pads. They have shims. They have the sensors. Check out my video about Toyota brake shims. If you're using Toyota pads, you're going to need to switch these to your new pads. But if you're getting aftermarket pads, you can not have to switch them over. But you might want to put them in a Ziploc and save them because they're like 50 bucks. Alright, so sensors are on top. Little springs are on top, and then I'll get more into the pads a little later. Right now let's just go ahead and get this rotor bracket off. It's a 17 millimeter on the top and the bottom. These are going to be tighter and harder to get off, so we'll just go ahead and get these off here. Okay, so we'll get these bolts out. And then once you get the last bolt out, the bracket's just going to fall, so you want to catch it or just have your hand on it so it doesn't fall on you. Set this to the side for now, and then I'll set these to just all of it to the side for the moment. Now with your rotor, if you're going to replace your rotor, all you got to do is take this off and get you a new one. Check the end of the video. There's a tip or a note about the rotors. There's 2 different kinds for RAV4s. Or if you're going to resurface it, you can take it somewhere. Also, if it's stuck on the hub, you could run a bolt down these threads back and forth, and it'll push the rotor off the hub. So you could take your rotor somewhere to get resurfaced, or you could resurface it yourself, I guess, if you're in a shop. But whatever you're going to do with the rotors, we'll go ahead and get that going. I got an on-the-car lathe I'm resurfacing mine with. Okay, so now I'm using Toyota pads. Here's the part number. Now, like I said before, the Toyota pads are going to require me to switch the shims over from the old Toyota pads. So the new Toyota pads come like this, and then they need those shims switched over to them. Again, check out the video I have on Toyota brake shims. I'll link it in the description. Also, switch over these little sensor springs to the top. I have a video that talks about what the deal is with all these shims and hardware and stuff, but I got it all switched over. Now when it comes to your bracket, I'm going to clean the hardware and the pins, pull these out, clean them off, put some brake lubricant on them, and make sure they can slide in here. They won't slide in and out like perfectly smooth and easy, but just make sure they can move back and forth a little bit. Make sure they're not seized up in there, because you get a lot of times they're seized, like rust is all in there, and these won't move at all, and then you have brake issues. Then a little wire brush to clean the hardware. And I forgot to mention earlier, all these tools, brake pads, and just like whatever is going to be linked in the description in the comments, so check for that if you want to use anything that you see in the video. So I put my bracket on, put that my rotors resurfaced, I put my bracket back on, and then I was tightening down the bolts for the rotor bracket. Torque specs at the end of the video for all my torque specs guys. And then once we get that on, we're going to go ahead and put our brake pads in. So like I said before, these little spring clips go on the top. They kind of act as the brake sensor, and for like a spring to make it so the pads don't shift that much when they're inside. This is what they're supposed to look like when you put them in. They're kind of against a little spring on the bottom there. So that's what they should look like when you get them in. I'm going to put my other one in. A little spring on top. Alright, so I got that in. And these will just sit, they'll chill right here. They shouldn't fall out or nothing. Now I gotta compress my caliper piston. Here's the caliper right here. I gotta push that piston in so I'll have room to slide that over. Here's my tool. I'll link this in the description. This is a really good tool. You just kind of line it up here, and then you squeeze the trigger a bunch of times, and it'll compress the piston. Also, you could take your brake reservoir cap off during this part. Just make sure not to forget to put it back on. Alright, so this is pushed in. Everything's good. I'm going to make sure my brake line's good. I'm going to go ahead and just put this over my new pads. Like this. Alright, cool. And then my brake line's not twisted or kinked or nothing, so I'm going to put my caliper bolts in. Now the rotors on these RAVs, get these caliper bolts in. If it's spinning on you, remember what I said, hold the inside nut and then it'll go. There's two types of rotors for your RAV. I'll show you in a sec what I mean. But when you go to buy new ones, you want to make sure you get the correct size. Alright, so I got my caliper bolts good. Again, torque specs at the end of the video. Get this tight. Now if this little boot thing, you could just kind of massage it over and it'll pop back over. Kind of like how this one is. Alright, make sure your brake line's not twisted. If you have any straps or whatever, get that off the vehicle. And that's it. So real quick, I'm going to tell you, here's the torque specs. And then for the rotors, the different diameter has a different part number. This is how you measure it according to Toyota. Kind of like this. Measure it off the vehicle though if you can. You get a better measurement. And then there's the specs right there. Alright guys, that's it for the video. I hope it helps somebody out there. If you could shoot me a sub, that'd be dope. And thanks for watching. So I wanted to say about this new soap I've been using by a new company called Quantum Soap. It's a men's soap company. They make multiple different bars of soap with their own ingredients and fragrance. They even have a dark matter bar, which is more grittier. If you're a mechanic, you have a lot of dirt and oil in your skin a lot. You can reach them at quantumsoapco.com. Free shipping on orders over $50. These soaps are made in the US with all natural ingredients by hand. No synthetic this, synthetic that. They've been great. They've hooked us up with a GearmoAuto promo code. So if you head over to the website, type in GearmoAuto in the checkout, you'll get 10% off. Again, these guys are on Facebook, Instagram. Check them out. Check the links below. Thanks for watching.
You're pretty good.